Hello everyone and welcome to Tipsy, where we actually provide you with top predictions based on a lot of criterias. And you may actually wish to know how we actually get these predictions. Of course, we are now using our own best AI intelligent tool that actually analyzes matches based on a lot of criterias. After which we manually make these picks and go further to use third-party sites such as SofaScore and Bet Explorer to make sure that we check for the form of the team, the home and away performance of that team, as well as top scorers. And if this actually meets our need, then we actually come to share them with you. We can therefore say these predictions are over 90% accurate, and you can actually make your bet picks and analyze and include in your bet slip. Therefore, if you are new to this channel, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button for new post notifications and updates. So this is actually what we have for you today. Today, we actually have 9 matches to share with you, and you can as well check our handpick additional 2+ odds from the website link below this video description, as well as our top 10 over 1.5 and over 2.5 matches of the day. So the first match in our today's list is actually in the Norway Division 3 Group 1. It's actually a match between Lyn Football playing versus Opsa. Here, of course, if we look at the standing table here, we can see that from the standing, Lyn actually have the best standing here, having played 25 games, scoring 81 goals and conceding 24, as compared to its opponent Opsa that has actually played 25, scoring 38 goals and conceding 42. If we now look at the form of these two teams, we're going to see that Lyn here has the best form. They've actually played 5 games, scoring 21 goals and conceding 4. In other words, they are very offensive and defensive as compared to its opponent Opsa that has actually played 5, scoring 7 goals and conceding 6. If we now scroll here, you can check the performance of Lyn, and you can see that they have a very high performance rate of scoring. You can see Lyn 4, Lyn 5, Lyn 4, Lyn, you can see it here. They have a very high probability rate of scoring as compared to Opsa. Now, if you try to check the head-to-head between these two teams, you are going to see that this same year, 2022, Lyn actually played away and it actually ended as 3-1. This time, Lyn is coming home, and of course, we are actually expecting it to perform more better. Therefore, we are actually expecting 2 possibilities here, or even 3 possibilities. The first possibility being the fact that we are actually expecting Lyn to win as one of the possibilities. The second possibility being the fact that we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal to actually occur in this match. We are also expecting an over 2.5 goal to occur in this match. The next game in our list is actually in the Sweden Allsvenskan women. It's actually a match between BK Häcken playing versus Pitaya. Of course, here if we look at the standings, we are going to see that both teams are in good standing. You can see that Häcken actually have the better standing here. They've actually played 23 games, scoring 52 goals and conceding 19, as compared to its opponent Pitaya women that has actually played 23, scoring 29 goals and conceding 20. If we now look at the form of these two teams, we are going to see that Häcken here has the best form. They have actually played 5 games, scoring 15 goals and conceding 3. In other words, very offensive and very defensive, as compared to its opponent Pitaya that has played 5 games, scoring just 3 goals and conceding 2. Now, if we scroll down more and see the performance rate of Häcken, you can see that they are very good. You can see Häcken 2, Häcken 5, Häcken, you can see they are really good here as compared to its opponent, who is also good, but of course average. If we now look at the head-to-head between these two teams, we are going to see that this same year, 2021, Häcken women actually played away. Of course, Pitaya was this time defensive because it took the home advantage. But this time, Häcken is actually coming home. We are therefore expecting a possibility of an over 1.5 goal to occur in this match as one of the best possibilities here. Second possibility being the fact that we are actually expecting Häcken women to win. The next in our list is actually in the Serbia Superliga. is actually a match between FK Radniki Nice playing versus FK Krevna Zvezda. So if we now see the standing between these two teams, we are going to see that Krevna Zvezda actually have the best standing. They've actually played 14 games, scoring 40 goals, conceding 5. In other words, very offensive and very defensive as compared to its opponent that has actually played 15 games, scoring 21 goals and conceding 29. If we look at the form of these two teams, we are going to see that Krevna Zvezda has the second best form here. They've actually played 5 games, scoring 11 goals and conceding nil, that's 0, as compared to its opponent Radniki that has actually played 5, scoring 8 goals and conceding 6. Now, if we look at the performance rate of Radniki, you can see, of course, their average as compared to Krevna, who is very, very good. You can see it here, Krevna Zvezda 2, Krevna Zvezda 3, Krevna Zvezda 4, they are good here. As you can see the head-to-head between these two teams. This same here, you can see all the time, this same here, the 3 most recent games played between these two teams, these recent here, you can see that it has actually always ended as an over. You can see 5-1, that's 6 goals, that's an over. 4-1, that's 5 goals, and 4-0. And of course, being the fact that Krevna has a very best form here, we are still expecting it to score more goals here. Therefore, one of the best possibility here is an over 1.5 goal to occur as one of the possibilities. Second possibility being the fact that we are actually expecting an over 2.5 goals. And the third possibility being the fact that we are actually expecting Krevna Zvezda to actually win. But to be very safe and to be on the safe side, going for an over 1.5 goals or an over 2.5 goal is better for this match. The next in our list is actually in the Portugal Liga BPI Women. It's actually a match between Valade Gaia FC playing versus Sporting Club de Braga. Here, if we look at the standings, here you are going to see that Braga Women actually has played 3 games, scoring 13 goals, conceding 5 as compared to its opponent Valade Gaia that has actually played 3, scoring 2 and conceding 7. If we check at the form of these teams, we are going to see that Braga Women actually have played 3 games, scoring 13 goals, conceding 5 as it formed better as compared to Gaia Women. Now, if we look at the performance rate of Valade Gaia, of course, they are not as good as compared to Braga Women. You can see Braga Women here, they are very, very offensive and they score a lot of goals. You can see here, just here, you can see Braga Women, you can see 4-3, Braga Women 6-1, you can see 3-1. And if you now look at the match between Valade Gaia playing versus Vilvadense Women, you can see that they actually lose with Vilvadense Women. But Braga actually play with Vilvadense Women and they actually beat Vilvadense Women 4-3. It means that Braga Women is stronger than Vilvadense Women. Therefore, we are actually expecting Braga Women to win in this game as one of the possibility. Or of course, we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal here as even the best possibility of occurrence in this game. The next in our list is actually the next game in our list is actually in the Germany Oberliga Schleswig-Holstein. That's Schleswig-Holstein. Here is actually a match between SV Todesfelde playing versus SC Weiss Flensburg 08. And of course, if we now look at the standings, we are going to see that from the standing table here, we have Todesfelde actually to have the best standing here. They've actually played 14 games, scoring 46 goals and conceding 17, as compared to its opponent SC Weiss that has actually played 13, scoring 15 and conceding 33. If we look at the form between these two teams, we are going to see that Todesfelde actually has a better form, having played 5 games, scoring 15 goals and conceding 7, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 5, scoring 6 and conceding 14. If we look at the performance rate of Todesfelde, you can see that they have a better performance rate and high chances probability of scoring as compared to its opponent. Now, if you look at the head-to-head between these two teams, we are going to see that was really way back 2019. Todes Fede actually played away, but still yet it beat its opponent 2-1. This time it's coming home, and of course, having a better performance, we're actually expecting it to win as one of the possibilities. Second possibility, and the best possibility, being the fact that we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal to occur in this game. The next in our list is actually in the Norway Division 3. In the Group 5, it's actually a match between Strindheim Idrettslag playing versus Nado FK. If we look at the standings between these two teams, we are going to see that both teams are almost on equal standing. That's 3 and 4. And if you see, Nado has actually played 25 games, scoring 76 goals and conceding 14, same way as compared to its opponent that has actually played 25, scoring 72 and conceding 45. In other words, both teams are good, they are offensive, and both are also conceding. If we look at the form of this team, you can conclude that from here, Nado has actually played 5, scoring 17 goals, conceding 3, as compared to its opponent that has played 5, scoring 15 and conceding 9. If we look at the performance rate of Strindheim, you can see that they are good as well, as the same way as Nado. They are also very, very scoring. And of course, if we look at the head-to-head between these two teams, this same year, you can see 2020, 22, and 2022 again, you can see that both, when they met, they actually have always ended as an over 1.5 and also an over 2.5. Therefore, here in this game, we're actually expecting an over 1.5 as one of the possibility here, and the best possibility, as well as we are also expecting an over 2.5 game goals to actually occur in this match. The next in our list is actually in the Norway Division 3, this time Group 3. It's actually a match between Sadnes UIF playing versus IL Bijak. Here, of course, if we look at the standings between these two teams, we are going to see that both teams are almost on the equal standings here. Of course, Bijak has actually played 25, scoring 46 goals and conceding 3, as same way as its opponent Sadnes UIF that has actually played 25, scoring 61 goals and conceding 62. In other words, both teams are good in scoring, and of course, both teams are still also good in conceding. Now we can confirm this by checking at the form of these two teams, and we are going to see that Bijak has actually played 5, scoring 7 goals, conceding 9, as compared to its opponent Sadnes UIF2 that has actually played 5, scoring 13 goals, conceding 19. Look at the performance rate of Sadnes UIF, they are good, they score very great, and if you look at the same way as Bijak, they are also good. Now, if we check the head-to-head between these two teams, you can see that they have actually met once, and of course, it has actually ended as an over. This time, Sadnes UIF have a better rate, a better performance, same way as its opponents. Therefore, of course, we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal here as one of the best possibility. Second possibility being the fact that we are also expecting an over 2.5 goals to occur in this match. The next in our list is actually in the Norway Division 3 in Group 5. It's actually a match between Kolstad IL playing versus Tila Idrettslag. So of course, here we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal as one of the possibility, and the best second possibility that we are also expecting an over 2.5 goals. If we look, Kolstad has actually played 25 games, scoring 59 goals, conceding 57, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 25, scoring 56 and conceding 65. In other words, both teams are good in scoring, also good in conceding. And we can confirm this from the form that Tila has actually played 5, scoring 14 goals, conceding 5, as compared to its opponent Kolstad that has played 5, scoring 3, conceding 17. That's very, very conceding. Now, if you look at the standings or the performance rate, this Kolstad is average and Tila is also average, and they are both good. And of course, if you look at the head-to-head, you can confirm this by the fact that the most recent games played between these two teams when they met in this same year actually ended as 3-2, which is an over 1.5. Same time, this match, we are actually expecting an over 1.5 as one of the possibility. Second possibility being the fact that we are also expecting an over 2.5 goals to occur in this match. The next in our list is actually in the Norway Division 3, this time Group 6. It's actually a match between Skjeden Sport Club playing versus FK Senja. So if we look at the standings or the standing table, we are going to see that both teams have good capacity of scoring. Jaden has actually played 25 games, scoring 47 goals, conceding 74. In other words, very, very receiving. They conceive a lot. Same way as its opponent Senja that has played 25, scoring 31 goals, conceding 78. If we now check the form, we are going to see that, of course, Tromso, if we look at the form, you can see that Senja actually have played 5, scoring 6 goals, conceding 5, as compared to its opponent Stegen that has actually played 5, scoring 12, conceding 21. If you look at the performance rate, they are very high in conceding as compared as its opponent. Now, if we look at the head-to-head, we are going to see that this is same here, most recent play between these two teams. Of course, it actually ended as an over 1.5 as well as an over 2.5. So we are still actually expecting as the best possibility an over 1.5 goal to occur in this match. Second possibility being the fact that we are actually expecting an over 2.5 goal to actually occur in this match. So you can actually check our top over 1.5 goal matches as well as our top 10 over 2.5 goal matches and our handpick 2+ odds from the website link below this video description. Thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment and subscribe for new post notifications and updates, and see you again in our next episode. Bye bye.
And now I know my heart is a ghost town.